Will we have an A&E in QEQM in a year's time, 2 years' time, and will it be providing the same services that it's providing now?
I think one of the issues that we're facing right across East Kent is we know that we cannot continue to provide services in the same way as we're providing them now. Now that isn't a money issue, that's about clinical workforce supply. But we shouldn't pretend there isn't a money issue, because of course there is right across the NHS. The question about will the QEQM continue with an A&E, it's absolutely clear that we will have to continue to provide emergency services in Thanet.
How do you cure a culture of harassment and bullying? What do you do?
Well, of course, changing the culture of any big organisation, as described earlier, we're a massively complex organisation spread across 5 sites, takes time. You don't change a culture in 5 minutes. What you can do is start to focus on behaviour. So where people are behaving badly, and whether that is managers to staff or colleague to colleague. Remember, the culture of bullying isn't just as we often think about it as manager to staff. This is, as I've spoken to people across the trust who recognise that. I met about 4,000 staff in the first 3 months of starting here. I heard stories where colleagues felt harassed and bullied by their peers.
What's the root cause of it? Why is this happening to you?
It's difficult to tell, because it would have been something that would have developed, as I said earlier. Cultures develop over many years, decades.
I mean, there has been some comment in the local press about your own salary in terms of staff recruitment, that you're on approaching £300,000 for a 4-day week. I mean, is that justifiable?
Well, I think that first of all, I don't work a 4-day week.
That's sure. The local press said that.
No. So a chief executive's job, whether a chief executive like me, who's been asked to come in for a defined period of time, but when we appoint a permanent chief executive, which has to be the aim, and the board are going to do a search now for a permanent chief executive, is that chief executives are responsible for organisations 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. It's a full-time, full-on responsibility.
If the trust was a country, it would be Greece, wouldn't it? You're facing such horrendous pressure, small size.
Sat here in front of you today, actually, in some ways, you could be filming in Birmingham or Cornwall or Leeds.
It's the same all over.
We're facing, as an NHS, the very similar challenges. It's not a short-term journey of improvement. We describe our journey of improvement and staff's journey of improvement over the next 3 years. The financial recovery programme that we need to put in will be a 3 to 4 year programme.
Will we see ward closures in the next 6 months?
There's certainly no plans for any ward closures at the moment. Primarily, even if we had all the money in the world, the biggest issue is around workforce and availability of workforce. We have, as we sit here today, some 80 vacancies for medical staff, for doctors, some 200 nursing vacancies. We are trying to recruit all the time. It's not a money issue. We are looking for another 10 accident and emergency consultants, specialists in emergency medicine, across both the QE and Ashford. So in the 2 hospitals, looking for another 10. These are in short supply nationally. All hospitals are looking to appoint more A&E consultants, and we are fishing in a very small pond. And I use A&E as an example, but you could use many other specialties.
Whatever happens to A&E, things will change, will they? There will definitely be a change to what goes on at QEQM.
There will be a change what goes on in the NHS.
Sure.
And as I say, it's a period of uncertainty when we go through this work, both for staff and indeed the public. But one thing is certain, that things cannot stay the way that they are.